Good morning, class. Okay, so before proceed with our lesson, can anyone or anybody in the class please lead us to prayer? Okay, Ramil. Everybody please stand up and let us pray. Thank you so much, Ramil, for leading us to prayer. So before we proceed, may I ask the class who is absent for this day? Nobody's absent? Very good. So, please arrange your seats, pick up the pieces of papers, and sit properly as we proceed with our activities for this morning. So, before we proceed with our lesson, I have here a song title, I Believe I Can Fly. Or anybody in the class who knows this song? Yes, okay, so most of us are familiar with this song. And I have here, or I lifted some of the lyrics or lines from the song in which I want everyone to sing along with me. So we will be singing all together these lines. Are you ready? Okay, so let's sing this line. Repeat, or let's sing along together. Okay, so I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. Okay, so that's good. So I can see that there are so many here who has a good voice. Okay, so what do you think these lines reflect about life? Anybody who would like to answer? Yes, Justin? Thank you, very good. So Justin said that these lines pertains to positivity, right? That we can achieve our dreams, we can soar high. Okay, so thank you, Justin. Any more answers? Yes, Shane? Okay, thank you so much. So Shane said that these lines perceive or gives us hope, okay? That we can really fly high. We can touch the sky, right? Just like what the lines are telling us. Okay, so before we proceed to our next activity, I will divide the class into 3 groups. So we have already assigned someone who will be dividing the class. So we already have the groupings, right? So where are the group 1s? Okay, this one. And where are the group 2? Yes, and the group 3s are here. Okay, so that would be your groupings until the end of our lesson. So all of the activities, you are going to stick with your groupings. Okay, so before we proceed again, I will be showing you emojis in which I know that you are very much familiar with. So I have your 3 emojis in which these 3 have a corresponding meaning. So the first one is the happy emoji. So this emoji will be given to those group who are actively participating in all the activities. So the most cooperative and obedient group will receive this emoji. And aside from that, they will also get an additional 2 points for their performance. Okay? So for the next emoji, we have the shh emoji. Shh. Okay, so this means that if I give you this kind of emoji, you need to minimize the group's voice, right? So you have to minimize your noise. And the noisiest group and those who do not work together will be given this emoji. And aside from that, your group will get a demerit of 1 point for your performance. And the next or the last emoji is what we have here, the sad emoji. Oh no, you don't want to get or receive this emoji because I will give this emoji for those group who are not listening and cooperating. Okay, so the unruly group shall receive this emoji and also they will get a demerit of 1 point for their performance. Okay, so let's proceed. So for this morning, we only have 3 objectives, okay? So for the first objective, everybody needs to identify modals used as auxiliary or helping verb with special functions. And at the end of this lesson, you are also going to write a short text using appropriate modals. The last, you have to appreciate the value of understanding modals as applied in different situations. Okay, are you ready now? Okay, so for your first activity, I will be flashing here sets of sentences in which you are going to identify the modals and their usage in the following sentences. Okay, so for the first sentence, who would like to answer? Yes, group 3, Ramil. So what's your answer? Your answer is can. Is that correct? So the answer is can. Very good. Okay, what about the next one? Okay, yes. From group 1, we have Michelle. Okay, Michelle answered will. Is it correct? Will is correct. Okay, so group 1 and 3 got 1 point. What about the next sentence? Oh, yes, group 2. So group 2 answered may. And may is, yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. So number 4, we have again, yes, group 1. Okay, the answer group 1 is must. And must is correct. Very good. And for our last sentence, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, group 3. Yes, so the answer for this sentence, the group 3 answered may and their answer is correct. Okay, so that's correct. So here are the 5 sentences. Can you please read it all together? Okay, thank you. So, upon observing these sentences, what do you think does the underlying words in these sentences have in common? Who would like to answer? Yes, from group 2, we have Catherine. Very good. Thank you for your answer. So Catherine said that they are all showing modality and they express a specific functions in the following sentences. That's correct. Thank you, Catherine. What about the next question? Where are they positioned in the sentence? Yes, from group 1, we have Behil. Okay, thank you so much. So he's correct, right? So the following modals are positioned in the sentence before the main verbs of the following sentences. So that's correct. Okay, so now for the next activity. For this activity, you are going to use the modal table, right? So you are going to use the modal table as you analyze the usage of the modal used in each sentence. So you will get the modal you will get the scattered modals, right? And place it to the basket to which you think it indicates its usage. So are you ready? Okay, are you ready? Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so we are now done with our activity. Okay, so everybody got it correctly, right? So yes, for the ability we have can, for the obligation we have must, for willingness we have will, for possibility we have may, and for permission we have also may. Okay, so using the same grouping for this another activity, using the same grouping, you will identify the modal used and how it functions in the sentence. So the group with the highest points will be declared as the winner. Okay, so here are the sentences. I can bake muffins. Okay, what about group 2? Yeah, so the modal used answered by the group 2 is can. Okay, so can is the modal used in number 1. So what do you think is the function of this modal in the sentence? So can expresses the ability to bake muffins. So very good for group 2. What about the next sentence? Yes, group 3. We must obey our school policy. So their answer is must. And they said that it indicates obligation or duty. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. What about the third sentence? Yes, group 1. Yes, may I borrow your notes, please? So their answer is may. And they also said that it functions or expresses permission of borrowing the notes. So this is also correct. What about the fourth sentence? Yes, okay, yes, group 2. So I will attend the farewell party tonight. Their answer is will. And they said that it also expresses the individual's plan for tonight. Yes, that's correct. And the last one, we have number 5. Okay, who raised their placards or who raised their cards first? Yes, group 3. I may go to the next therapy session of my mother this Saturday. So they answered may, and they said that it expresses possibility of accompanying his or her mother for her therapy session. So you got it all correctly. Yeah, so you need to record your scores. Okay, so at the end of the lesson we will be tallying your scores. Okay, so let's proceed. So the question is, when do we use the modals can, could, may, and might? Okay, so let's proceed. So the modal can is used to express ability. Okay, so ability is to be able to do something. So examples, or aside from the use to express ability, can, the modal can also be used to ask for permission. Okay, and aside from that, you can also use can to make requests or suggestion. So here are the following examples. I can make jewelry. Can I use your bathroom? Can I have more napkins? So these modals expresses ability, permission, requests, or suggestions. Okay, and this is the modal can. What about the modal could? So could is the past form of can. Okay, so how do we use could, or when do we use could? So this could, or the modal could, describes an ability that someone had in the past. Okay, so often used in auxiliary functions to express permission politely. So it is also used to express possibility. So examples of this are the following sentences. I could swim when I was young. Could I take this jacket with me? All of them could ride in the van. So this modal could describes an ability that someone had in the past, an auxiliary functions to express permission politely, and it is also used to express possibility. Okay, the next one is the modal may. Okay, the modal may is used to ask for formal permission. Okay, it is also used to suggest something that is possible. Examples of this is when you are asking your teacher, may I come in? Or she may agree with this plan. Okay, so it expresses something that is possible. Okay, so might is the past form of the modal may. Okay, so might is used to suggest a smaller possibility than may does. Okay, so actually might is more common than may in American English. Okay, so it is more widely used in English. So examples of these are the following. He might have finished it, right? I might go see a doctor. I might not come this time. So these are the following examples of the modal might. Okay, so for your next activity, and this will be an activity for you to write a short text based from the picture. Okay, so this picture is the food pyramid picture. Okay, so it should be composed of 5 sentences, and you will use the tackled modals on expressing simple futurity and obligation. So you will identify the function of the modal in the given sentence. And you will do it by group. Okay? So you may start answering now. And before that, this will be the rubric in rating your group activities output. So for the features, you have qualitative writing, grammar usage, and mechanics. So these are the following criteria or the rubrics. So you may start doing your text now. Okay, so are you done? Okay, so any representative from each group, so you will be reading your texts. Okay, so group 1. Thank you so much, group 1. What about the group 2? Okay, thank you, group 2. And group 3? Okay, thank you so much, group 3. Okay, so now, why do we need appropriate modals in our construction of sentences? Huh? Do you think modals are important when we are constructing our sentences? And why do you think that we need to use the appropriate modals in our construction of sentences? Yes, Jane? Okay, very good. So Jane said that modals are very important in constructing our sentences because it maintains the modality or shows modality in our sentences. And we also need to use the appropriate modals in order to express ability, permission, request. Okay, so that's the answer of Jane. Okay, thank you, Jane. So the next question is that, do you think appropriate use of modal is essential in our everyday communication or conversation? Yes. Okay, Ria? Okay, very good. So thank you for your answer. So she said that she agrees that modal is very essential in our everyday communication or conversation, just like what Jane had mentioned a while ago. Also, Ria agrees that modals are very important because they expresses a specific function, just like it can express permission, ability, or request or permission. Okay, so with that, let's watch this short video clip to reiterate the lesson that we have about modals. So let's watch this. Okay, that's it. So I hope that the usage of modals is very much clear right now. So are you ready now for a short quiz? Okay, I know that you are very much ready. So please get a 1/4 sheet of paper and number your papers 1 to 10. So this will be the instructions. Select the modal auxiliary verb that best complete the sentences. So this is for numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for the next 5 items, you are also going to answer the following sets of sentences by identifying what does the verb show. So you have here choices A or B. Okay, so you may start answering now. Okay, are you ready to check? Is everybody done? Okay, let's check your papers. Okay, for numbers 1, who would like to answer? Okay. Number 2? Very good. Number 3? Correct. 4? Yes. Number 5? Very good. What about at the back? Number 6? Correct. Number 7? Very good. Number 8? 9? And what about the last number? The answer is? Excuse me, may I have more tea? Is it permission or possibility? Very good. It's permission. Okay, so count the numbers of the correct items and then write the scores. Who got 10? Okay, very good, everybody. Or most of you got 10. What about 9? Okay, very good. 8? Wow, so that's it. Thank you so much. You've got the high grades. Okay, so now, please pass your papers and then arrange your seats pick up the pieces of papers under your chairs, and I will be seeing you tomorrow for another lesson. Thank you.